This year has been different for the entire world. Although we are unable to receive you in our beloved Centro Superate Poma, we are so happy you are joining us virtually. This is actually how we have been receiving our classes. It hasn't been easy, but as Superaten students, we are overcoming the challenges and adversities to continue learning. The projects you are about to see are part of our 2020 learning journey.
With that said, it's our pleasure to welcome our guests, Mr. Ricardo and Mrs. Michelle de Poma, Poma's family, Sagrera Palomo's family, Poma's group collaborators, Superate's institutional team, Fundación Poma's team, principals and teachers of all the different Superate centers, headmasters of our different schools, graduated students, and friends of Superate Fundación Poma.
We are also grateful and honored to have the presence of our friends, family, teachers, and especially those who are part of our precious Superate family.
But Erika, what is this expo about? What are our classmates going to show us?
I'm glad you asked, Julio. This expo is about using technological tools in order to give solutions to social problems, working as a team, practicing Superate's values, and using all the knowledge we have acquired this year.
But Erika, don't forget that during this process, we kept our social distance, worked from our houses, and had virtual meetings in order to make this expo come true. Today, we have 6 different projects that we have been working on during the past months. First, we have the website projects, and then we have the app projects.
And now, we are ready to present the first group called Boost Your Business, through the creation of a website to help promote small businesses. If you are an entrepreneur, make sure to pay attention. This is a huge opportunity for your business.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily and I have some questions for you. Have you noticed the impact of the pandemic on small businesses? Or in case you have a business, have you had to adapt the way you sell your products?
Interesting questions, Emily. Now, imagine having a small business and having to close it because you don't know how you're going to make it now to sell your products online, just as every great Salvadorian who never gives up. Many people started their business while others were trying to work again, but unfortunately, none of them could.
That's so disappointing, Steve. And this is what has happened to many Salvadorian entrepreneurs due to the pandemic caused by COVID-19. And that's why we have based a project on finding solutions for them.
That's right, Galilea. That's why we have decided to share the skills and work on the development of a website so that entrepreneurs can promote their businesses and have a safe environment to sell and for customers to acquire products online. And that's how Boost Your Business began. Now, let's take a look at what is it and how it works.
Time to make some impact.
You would like to make your business known and have more opportunities to sell your products, but you don't know how.
Don't worry.
Our team can help you.
Take your business to the next level.
We have everything you need to boost your business.
It's a free opportunity for you and your local business.
Constant promotion of the website, new products, special deals, and your business on social media.
A wide variety of categories for all your products.
Social media and online marketing for your business. Connection to all sites.
A reliable website. Each business and all information is published, tracked, and controlled by members of our team.
And much more. So, what are you waiting for?
Contact us boostyourbusiness@gmail.com.
On Instagram and Facebook as Boost Your Business.
That was Boost Your Business. Interesting. Would you like to know more about how Boost Your Business is being designed? We want to share our experience with you.
Sure, Maybelline. Everything started when we realized that we were going to have a virtual expo. We were so excited to start with our website development. So that we started by dividing the group in 3 programming routes: front-end, back-end, and data. Melanie, could you please share the first step with them?
Of course, Christian. First, we look for different websites to have an idea of our website design so that we can start choosing the name, tagline, logo, and color palette. Then, of the different groups were in charge of development. Maybelline, you are from frontend, right? Can you tell us more about what frontend is?
Yes, it was a pleasure, Melanie. Frontend is responsible for the visual elements of the website through the creation of calls using the following programs and tools: Boolean Test, Visual Studio Code, jQuery, and deal with CSS.
That sounds a lot of hard work, Maybelline. From backend, we can say that is the connection between frontend and data. We made code structures such as endpoints and controllers with various functions using JavaScript, and we also use a library called Express in order to bring the products from the real world to the digital one by recording the data that is transferred and stored using Visual Studio Code program.
Thank you, Javier, for sharing us a little bit of backend. From data, we can say that it is in charge of creating a database using the program MySQL Workbench to store our website information and create some tables which contain organized information about our website, such as product table, client table, business tables, and categories table.
Thank you to all of you for that brief explanation about website development. This was a completely unique experience for us. We realized that developing a website is more complex than it seems. However, we can say it's a full learning experience where the implementation of each Superate value helps us day by day to move forward, regardless the adversities and changes.
And you're right, Galilea. One of the biggest challenges we faced was learning to program from scratch. We learned different ways to create something, such as adding animation, color, and shapes to the website, and how to combine the skills of the different routes, backend, frontend, and data in order to develop our website.
In addition, we became familiar with programming tools and languages, and we got a countless number of techniques regarding website development, as well as we improved our fourth English skills.
That's true, Ryan. Overall, we can also say that we refine the skills such as teamwork, time management, and empathy towards our fellow entrepreneurs and our group members. So, if you would like to begin a project, just do it. We are more than sure that with small actions, we can get big results. The limit is in the sky, so play as far as you can and get together to help. Thank you so much for your attention, and we hope you have a nice day. Keep enjoying.
Awesome project, guys. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Remember to raise your hand first, and you can also write them in the chat. We'll be reading them. Julio, I can't believe a web page like this could exist.
You're right, Erika. Our classmates are very creative. I really enjoyed this project. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type it in the chat.
We have our first question in the chat, and it says, do you already have businesses in your webpage?
I would like to answer that question. Yes, we have like about 9 businesses. Now they are businesses of clothes, of food, and we have a great business about things of apparel too. Thank you for your question.
We have another question in the chat that says, what was the most difficult part in creating your website?
Okay, I think that the most difficult part was the time for the meetings, because some of us have another things to do, things of our school, because we have 3 things to do at the same time. We have Superate, we have our expo, and we have work from school too. So it was a little bit difficult to put a time where all of us can be present. But happily, we can put all ideas together after, and we could work as a team. Thank you.
Thanks to you, Emily.
Our third question says, how long did you take to develop the website?
Hi, I'm Alison Lopez, and I'm going to answer the question. First, we did it by step. So we did like meet in which we were doing like what we were thinking about what we want to put in our website. And I think it's around 4 months, and we did like the basic stuff, but we want to continue the website and do it our best with it for putting more businesses, and that's it. Thank you.
We have another question that says, what do you believe is the most important feature of your site and why?
Hi, I am Galilea, and I would like to answer your question. I believe that the most important feature is the style, because we are a different group and we want to have a different style than others' website. So we were very creative and we are very proud of this website because it's very different to others. Thank you.
Thank you, Gali. Our last question says, what was the most difficult regarding the organization?
Okay, I would like to answer. I think that the time, because as I have mentioned, it was a little bit difficult for us to meet together at the same time. But I think that it was the time. Thank you.
Thanks to all of you. We have learned a lot from you. Our next group is going to show us the importance of working together to make a difference. Let's listen to what Volunteers Network has to say.
Thanks, Julio. It's a pleasure to introduce my EXPO team, Volunteers Network, which is formed by Fernanda Gomez, Melanie Valle, Camila Rincan, Andrea Martinez from Santa Tecla, Gabriela Castro from Lourdes, Melissa Flores from Armenia, and Odeta Aguiluz, Virginia Ramirez, and me, Catherine Kele from Zaragoza. Having mentioned the places where we live demonstrate that they were not an impediment to work together from our home and contribute working and connecting people who want to be a volunteer in NGOs and volunteering programs.
The justification explains that this project was based on the necessity of the population of our country to obtain supplies generated by unemployment due to the current pandemic situation and the disaster left by Hurricane Amanda for the last rainy season in the Salvadorian population, in order to help and get people who want to be volunteers in INGOs and volunteering programs to develop activities to help them. The name of our project, Volunteers Network, was born mainly to be a connection among people interested in serving as volunteers in INGOs and volunteering programs with them, aimed at helping people who need it in the two situations mentioned at the beginning.
In carrying out this project, the knowledge acquired was applied in the skill obtained. The computer area was developed. This area, a website was created, and programming was put into practice, which is based on 3 roads: front-end, back-end, and data analysis. In the English area, we develop our project. In this language and values, we have a strong focus to put into practice to superate, call to action, which are giving back and raise the bar.
And now, we are going to present a short video about our project.
This is our website. To begin, we're facing the home screen. Here you can see our associates like Techo, Let's Do It, Fábrica de Sonrisas, Fusate, and Glasswing. This is the menu where you can access NGOs information, learn more about them, and sign up in any of their volunteering programs. See our contact information and where you can learn more about us, Volunteers.
I'm going to talk about the front end of the website. Basically, this part is what is visible on the page, and it's in 2 groups, the page and the dashboard. The programs we use are CodePen and Visual Studio Code to make the code, and Tailwind for the CSS.
The backend part is the one that connects the database with the front end. We use tools such as Visual Studio Code, Node.js, Postman, which is very useful to test the code before using it, Git, GitHub, which helps us to work easily as a team, and at the data analysis part, we use programs called MySQL and Drop.io, which is a tool that helps data analysts to create diagrams for the database.
What did we learn? Well, I think my classmates and I can learn to create codes and basic structure too, in our case, a website. Now, we understand more about the team. Also, we could overcome our limits, or the limits that we believed were impossible. Like someone said, teamwork makes the dream work.
We have also learned the feeling of doing a good action as connector for people who want to help by being volunteers in the Parent Data Page show, putting into practice the value of solidarity and leadership.
It was a good experience. We managed to work very well together. We help each other, we support each other, and we managed to bring out this project that we know can help several organizations get more volunteers willing to collaborate in these programs that promote love for others. Thanks for your attention. Do not miss the opportunity and contact us. We are Volunteers Network. And remember, being a volunteer is on your own hands.
Nice, guys. If you have any questions for this group, this is the time to make them. We'll be reading them in the chat.
Get more volunteers willing to collaborate in these programs that promote.
Erika, can you imagine how being a volunteer, even doing small things, can make a big impact?
I know, Julio. It's incredible, all the things we can do supporting each other.
Now we have our first question in the chat. How does it feel to be able to help people to find the perfect volunteer?
Hello, good morning. My name is Fernando Gomez, and I would like to answer your question. Well, I think that the feeling of being able to help the people to get the best volunteering program that they think that is the best fit for them it's a feeling that you can't imagine. It's like if you are helping people and even you are helping twice. I mean, that's the point of our project.
Thank you, Fernando. Our second question says, how many active volunteers do you have registered on the website?
Hi, my name is Melanie, and I would like to answer your
Melissa.
question. Actually, you don't need to be registered on your page to be there. You just have to enter and see the volunteer programs that our page show. And there are 5 volunteering programs in our website right now.
Thank you, Melanie, and also thanks to you, Fer. Due to the time, we're going to go on to the next group. So keep your questions for our next group.
Great job, everybody. Coming up next, we have 8 connectors. On this website, requests for help are received by connecting people with volunteers willing to help.
Solidarity is not an act of charity, but a mutual aid between forces fighting for the same goal. Zamora Machel.
Good morning, my name is Natalie and we are 8 connectors. These are my classmates and we are all very excited to have you here and thankful for having the opportunity to share a project with you and all the work done over the past few months.
8 Connectors is a social project created by us. It was born from solidarity and the idea that all members of society should contribute to its progress. We were inspired by the reality of our country, some of the difficulties we have lived and continue to experience.
We have witnessed how COVID-19 and the tropical storms hit our country and how people were affected. This is why we wanted to create a project that wouldn't just give aid to people, but that would connect compatriots and that would unite them to become change agents in a place and moment when they are needed the most. I know you're already excited to hear more about this project. So, Margarita, can you tell them what our project is about?
Sure, Jerry. To accomplish our goals, we have created and developed a website that gathers the necessary instruments and tools to provide help to those who need it. The way the website works is quite simple. Someone publishes a report about a situation that is happening or about help being needed. And then institutions or individuals that are willing to help can contact people who are in need through our website. In this way, we are not just giving aid to people, but we are also involving different parties from society to solve daily problems in our reality.
Moreover, we want to motivate Salvadorians to support each other. As Superate students, giving back is very important, and we know this is a great way to give a little from everything we have received back to our communities, which in turn will have a positive impact in our society.
It's important to mention that this is just a prototype of a project, and we are looking forward to finishing the website and improve it as well.
To turn our desire to help into reality, we were divided into three groups: backend, frontend, and data analysis, which are going to be explained in the following video.
We know that solidarity is in every Salvadorian, but sometimes it's kind of difficult to bring help when we don't know how to do it. A Connectors wants to make a difference by providing a platform that will connect people in need with the ones that can help them. Our journey has been interesting. Let's learn more about it.
To create our website, we were divided in three routes. The front-end team was divided in page and dashboard. Page goals were the creation of the part of the website the users are able to see. On the other hand, the dashboard team created the form that you can see on the screen so people can provide personal information. In data analysis, the database was created. They used MySQL to create the base and Drive.io to create the diagram. And finally, the backend part, where using JavaScript was the key to connect everything.
During this process, we had the opportunity to have several meetings with people involved in different volunteering projects around the world. This helped us to have a deeper understanding of the topic. Working from home and through technology was a new experience for all of us, and although it was interesting to work this way, it brought a lot of difficulties within. Technology was not always in our side. Problems with internet connection, lack of electronic devices, difficulties to stay in touch with each other, or even to have a meeting at a time that worked for all of us was something challenging. But the experience was totally worth it. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
That was very interesting. Thanks for that, girls. This project was an incredible opportunity to put into practice everything we have learned in Superate, but it was also an opportunity to acquire more knowledge in different areas, to learn new vocabulary, to develop our teamwork and social skills, and to use our values and abilities to give something helpful and positive to our community.
This is what A Connectors is all about. We hope you have found our project as interesting and useful as we have. It's very important to mention that our project is not finished yet, but when it's done, we hope that it'll be an amazing tool for those who may ever need a helping hand. If you want to know more about our project, you can visit our website, or you can find us on Instagram and Facebook as A Connectors. Thank you for your attention. We are A Connectors, connecting people through technology.
Awesome project, guys. Do you have any questions? You can write them down in our chat. We have our first question in the chat, and it says, What were your greatest learning and how were you inspired to serve and help others?
Hi, my name is Jeremy, and I gladly answer to your question. I think we learned a lot of things from this experience, especially work with others in a different way because of COVID, we had to learn a lot of new things, communicate with others in a different way. And we got to learn how to work with other people and how to use the difficulties we faced to give something positive to our community. So I hope I have answered your question and thank you for your participation.
Also, thanks to you, Jeremy. Now we have another question that it says, what do you think is the most important part of your project?
Hi, I would like to answer that question. Well, I think that it is the teamwork that we did to make this possible, and that we want to show that Salvadorians can give solidarity to other people when it is needed the most, and that even if we are facing difficult times, we can give aid to others.
Thank you, Kate. Erika, there are so many ways to help. I love all these projects.
Yes, Julio, our classmates have present different and unique projects.
Let me tell you that we have finished with the website projects. But before we continue, we want to know, are you enjoying our expo? What do you think about? We would love to read you on the chat. Also, I want to say congratulations to our classmates that have already participated.
Yes, guys, great job. We know it wasn't easy, but remember, Julio, small actions, big results.
You couldn't have said it better. And now we are about to start the second part of our expo. Let's begin with the app projects. We have an amazing group that helps stray pets to find help. Pets Rescue stage is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Gabriela and this is my EXPO team, Pet Rescue. We are very happy and it is a big pleasure for us to be here with you today. We are really excited to present our EXPO project, in which we have been working for about 5 months. As we know, we have been separated due to a pandemic that has affected not only human beings, but those who cannot speak for themselves. That's why we decided to develop an app which is tools for street animals and NGOs. Our app is divided into important parts. Michelle, can you explain more about it?
Sure. Thanks, Gabriela. At first, it was difficult to put our ideas together, but with all this virtual environment surrounding us, we had important tools to do it. With this app, we wanted to give street animals NGOs a tool where they are going to be able to inform other people how they can contact and help them. Also, this tool will facilitate the donation of different supplies that our allied street animals NGOs need.
Oh, that's amazing. I understood pretty well, but I heard that our app is divided into important parts, right?
Yes, we are missing one, and this is how you can post in the app. For example, when a person wants to report a case of an abandoned animal, first, you have to press in the plus sign in the app. Then you will find a form which will be filled by the description of the animal, what kind of animal it is. Then you need to add the address where the animal is located. After that, you will have a space to upload the images of the animal. And finally, hit the post button. This post will be viewed by people that have the app and wants to help animals. But enough of talking. If you want to know more about how our app works, let's go and watch the following video.
Street animals are always in danger, cold, alone, and with no hope of finding food. But in this time of pandemic, street animals are more danger than we think. A good part of the dogs on the street that become stray belong to humble families who choose to abandon them due to the impossibility of meeting the expenses.
But now, a group of students decided to make a change by creating an app that could help them and give them a better future. They are Pet Rescue. They are confirmed by data. In data, we use a software called MySQL to store all the animals' information.
They are working on these endpoints and the communication with data and frontend. But I will explain more about how it works. These endpoints are URLs that return information with the frontend we'll need from the database. I know it's uncomplicated, but in other words, our working our app was to carry information from the NGOs or people that wanted to help.
Frontend. They are working in the spec and how will the interface of the app is going to look. They are working on how this data will be displayed to the people and how the people will post and interact with the app.
That was an interesting video, wasn't it? But now I will talk about our learning experience. Even all this pandemic situation, we saw the opportunity to do our best like Superate students. Putting into practice all Superate's call to action, giving back, walking the extra mile, and raising the bar. Also, in this app, we want to improve all we have learned in math, values, computer, and English. With this, we want to reduce the number of street animals that are in any kind of risk through the publication of the app. Animal in danger. If you see a street animal in danger, you will be able to help the animal. With this small action, we want to make a change, but more important, we really want to show that we are always together to help. Thanks for your attention. Do you have any questions?
We have our first question in the chat. Does the app promote the adoption of these animals?
Hi, I'm Juan Carlos and I'm going to answer your question. Our app, yes, promote the adoption of these street animals that could help them, and you can contact with the NGOs and report that animal and you will be able to adopt them. Thank you for your question.
Thanks to you, Juanca.
Our second question says, where are the animals going to be taken care? Is it some kind of shelter?
Well, in this part, it depends of the ONGO. So if they have them in their house or in a location, it's not our decision. But if you want to adopt the animal, it's your option.
Thank you, Brenda. Now we are going to move to our next group. Our second app group is Stay Safe, an application to help you avoid crowded areas. Our Stay Safe team will tell you more about it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are Stay Safe, and it is a pleasure for us to share our project with you. Stay Safe is an application where you can practice your social commitment by avoiding crowds, by simply registering your location through a map. In the same way, you can see the number of people in a certain place within Santa Tecla La Libertad, so you can avoid it in case there's a lot of people and make the best decision to keep you and others safe. Adriana, can you tell us how Stay Safe began?
Of course, Ari. Stay Safe began as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. During 2020, social distancing has been one of the most important prevention efforts to avoid COVID-19 spread by developing Stay Safe using our programming skills accurate in computer classes. Then, we developed an application with which we want to avoid contagion from increasing excessively because many people needed to go to job or any other place where basic products are sold. And as we know, they are more prone to crowds.
Interesting project, right? Today we will learn more about this project and how we do to work together to help. Looking at the needs generated by the pyramid, We decided to get together as a group and stay safe and not that is crowding. Our first step was to explore other similar sites to get an idea of the functionalities of these websites. Some of these websites that give us a general idea to create stay safe were Crawless and Bible. Afterwards, we met the team virtually to define the design of our app, the different screen and functionalities. To begin with the development, 2 routes were created: front-end, back-end, and data.
Frontend was in charge of the visual function of the app. Stay Safe is divided into 3 different sections. The first one is a loading screen. The second one is a home screen which contains a map of Santa Tecla. And the third one is where the risk and location can be found.
From backend, as a first step, a branch was created in which all the backend developers could work together. That we developed a general file where all the functions and connections were designated. And finally, endpoints were created to link the database and the front-end work. These endpoints were also used as controllers to get information from the database and show it visually by front-end developers.
The first step of data was to identify all the information that the app will provide to the user, which is fundamental for the creation of our diagram, which show us the information, either the one requested from the user as the one provided, such as name, age, email, and address. As a second step, the database was created, which is very important to be able to work together with backend and stock all the information required and collect. As a third step, tables were created depending on the entities, and by this way, stock the information according to the categories and corresponding order.
Hi, this is how Stay Safe works. First, we see the loading screen and we need to click on the icon to start. You will see Santa Tecla's map. Then you will be able to select the place that you would like to visit. You will see another screen with the risk information of the place. It's important to mention that our app is not finished yet, but of course there is more yet to come.
Our knowledge grew in the field of programming, front-end, both back-end, and analysis of data. In the area of front-end, we learned to use an API to work with back-end. Also, we learned to insert a map, which is important in our app. In the area of front-end, we learned to use GitHub and create a repository, which helped to work together. And in the area of analysis of data, we learn to organize and store the type of data needed in our database. Thanks to our expo, we learn to work together and to organize for our virtual meetings. Also, we practice the values of social responsibility and solidarity to stay safe. Keep in mind that small actions generate big results. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. That was unique. Now our chat is open to any questions you may have. Please write it down.
And we have our first question in the chat. Technology is a force for good when applied as have you done? How challenging has programming your app have been?
Something that was difficult is like learning to code, or for example in backing class is difficult, and creating the database and things were a little bit difficult, but we could keep going. Thank you.
Thanks to you, Miguel.
Our second question says, what did you like about all your work as a group?
Hi, I am Adriana, and I would like to answer your question. Well, I think that our favorite part was to be working as a group, and from our app, I think that was putting the map into the
programming part because it was something challenging, but at the same time, it was something beautiful. Thanks.
Thanks to you, Elodie. Erika, this app is amazing. It helps us to take care of ourselves.
Yes, Julio, don't forget it. With this app, you can also take care of others while taking care of you.
And now, last but not least, we have Make It Yours, an app to make reservations from barbershops to restaurants. And remember, have it easy, take it quickly, and make it yours. Let's see the project.
Hi, due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, the economy has been affected, especially the small and medium businesses.
In Superate Fundación Poma, we have learned programming in 3 different routes, front-end, back-end, and data analysis. So we decided to apply oral knowledge to give a possible solution to this problematic by creating an app.
But Clara, first we need to present our teammates with a video.
I'll introduce the members of the team. Erika Martínez, Samuel Chicas, Clara Martínez, Anderson Paniagua, Marta Martínez, Nora Mira, Marcela Chávez, and Brian Alas.
To develop this application, it required the teamwork of the 3 roles. Front-end by Nora, Brian, Samuel, and Anderson. Back-end by Marcela, Erika, and Clara, and data analysis by Marta Martinez. Today, you will see the results of the work done by these 2 roles, data analysis, front-end, and back-end. For this reason, we would like to explain what each route does.
Data compiles the necessary information according to the different type of businesses that were affected. Then the information was distributed in different areas for to be ordered and classified. With this, we achieved to have a better management of all the information used because the heading of the companies are different but occupy similar areas.
Frontend is focused on software that interacts creatively with the user by focusing on the development of the application design and other elements that allow navigation within the platform, creating a simple, attractive, and functional interface. Through the programming languages HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, each member of the root starts a fragment of the work through CodePen, an online platform where you can develop from a small fragment of work to a complete project. Finally, our application is particular from other applications because it uses an application software called Qua, or in other words, a progressive web application.
Backend is the part or branch of web development in charge of making all the logic of a page work. We use different programs such as Visual Studio Code, in which we structure the endpoints, GitHub, that is a project management and code version control system. The application was developed in JavaScript language, so we use Node.js as running environment. Express Framework is a library of codes, which allow us to make requests with different HTTP verbs. With my team, we made meetings through the platform Zoom, so that everything fit in the 3 areas, front-end, data, and backend, and we had the result of Make It Yours.
Make It Yours. It's an application in which any customer can make a reservation at any business that the application has. But how does the application work? On the main page, you will see 6 types of businesses divided into 4 categories. Each category has a list of businesses that are there, and you can choose the business you want to make a reservation. There's also a help section with the answers to the most common questions that may arise from the application, in case there is any doubt. How can I add my business? The application has a form in which you can put all the information on your business, such as the schedule, the address, the phone number, the logo, among others.
It was hard work during these 6 months. Great experience with my teammates, overcoming difficulties and improving our work every day. In computer, we learned how to create web pages and use different platforms for programming. In values,
We learn how to be a leader, have integrity, and be excellent in all that we do. And finally, in English, we learn a lot of new vocabulary and different skills to talk in public. In addition, we will continue working on that for the rest of the year and the next year to improve it and make it more innovative.
If you want more information of this app, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram as Make It Yours. Thank you for your attention, and remember, have it easy, take it quickly, and make it yours. Have a nice day.
Amazing, guys. Do you have any questions for this group? This is the time to make them. You can type them in chat or you can raise your hand and you can say it out loud. Now we have our first question in the chat. What do you think was the biggest challenge in the creation of your project?
Hello, my name is Brian, and it will be a pleasure to answer your question. Okay, our biggest challenge was communicating with my teammates. Communicating with my teammate because of two things. One was the lack of devices, and the other was that some also have problems with the internet.
Thank you, Brian. Our second question says, what was the biggest challenge you faced when carry out your project?
I think the biggest challenge was get agree with all my classmates to meet through Zoom and connect all the different routes in one.
Thank you, guys. Julio, this app is also very creative. They are including both customers and services.
I know, Erika, it works for everybody. You can manage your business or you can also enjoy as a customer.
Now, this is the ending of our Expo 2020 Together to Help. Thank you for you being part of this. We appreciate your time, your attention, and this wouldn't be the same if you all weren't here. Now, we would love to read your thoughts of our first virtual expo. What do you think about it? Did you like it? Also, feel free to raise your hand and unmute yourself if you have